Okay, this is packet 2, page 9. It's kind of left over from the last page. They want a C flat scale. So I come over here. C flat has all 7 flats. And I remember that they were having us do a treble clef. So blanket explodes and Dad gets cold feet. Okay, I have the C major key signature and I just start on C and I go up, and every single one of these notes have been flatted by this key signature. So it's a key of C flat, every single note. And you're done, because with the majors you just put the key signature and go up, starting on the tonic C, and go up to the tonic, and you're done. You don't have to do any alterations like you do with the harmonic raising the 7th and the melodic raising the 7th and 6th and the 7th, going up and returning it back down a half step, going on the way down. Okay, so now we're on to intervals and quality. We're going to figure out this interval and the quality, and then we're going to invert the interval and name the inversion. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to name these notes, E and G. So that's a third, okay. The key of E has Father Christmas gave Dad. So gave, that should be a sharp, and it's not. So that's going to be a minor third. So now I want the G on the bottom. G right now, G is on the top. So I'm going to bring over my E, and I'm going to put the G on the bottom. It's bass clef, right? Great big dogs fight animals. So if I'm right, this should be a major sixth. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. The key of G only has an F sharp, so E is in the key, so it's major. And we are moving on. Okay, this is a G to a B flat. And in the key of G, there's an F sharp. B is natural. So that's been lowered a half step. So it's minor third. So if I bring over this B flat, I want the B flat on the bottom now. I don't want to go with the G on the bottom. I need to flip it. So I'm going to put the G on the top. So I got B flat on the bottom and G on the top. So now I should have a major sixth. If I inverted it, right? Right, correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Key of G flat. Oh, wait a minute. A key of B flat has 2 flats, B flat and E flat. And that's a G, so it's not affected, so that's major. Okay, this is a G, and this is an F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7th. Now is it major or minor? In the key of G, there's an F sharp, and it is an F sharp, so it's in the key. It's major. Now, if I take and I put F sharp on the bottom, and I put G above it, now I have to go by the key of F sharp. Key of F sharp has a G sharp, so it's been lowered, so it's a minor second. Okay. This is an F sharp and an A and a C. I'm sorry, C, because it's bass clef. So this is a 5th. In the key of F sharp, everything's sharped but B. So this should be sharped, and it's not. So it's a diminished 5th. It's lowered. It would be perfect. because it's a fifth, but it's not sharped, so it's diminished. Now, if I flip them, C is on the bottom now, and F sharp is on the top. And in the key of C, F is natural. It's been raised, so it is an augmented fourth. Okay, this is a B to a C. And the key of B, there's 5 sharps, and C is one of them. So it's been lowered a half step. So this is a minor second. I want to change the B from being on the bottom to the C to being on the bottom. So I'm going to carry over this B, and I'm going to put the C down an octave. So now I'm going from C to B. That's a seventh. And in the key of C, there's no sharps or flats, so that's in the key, so it's major. This is the key of E, and it goes up to a B flat. So in the key of E, there's Father Christmas gave Dad, all those sharps. And B would be natural, but it's not. It's been lowered a half step. So it's a fifth, but a perfect fifth it can't be because it's been lowered a half step, and perfects goes directly to diminished. So I'm going to bring over this. I got to put the B flat on the bottom now and go by the B flat key. B flat and bring the E up. So now I have a fourth. If this is diminished, this has got to be augmented, right? Let's just check. Key of B flat has an E flat, B flat and E flat, and this is not flatted, so therefore it's raised a half step, and therefore it is an augmented fourth. This is a third. It's E to G. In the key of E, Father Christmas gave Dad, so gave, this should be sharped, and it's not, so it's minor. It's lowered a half step. I'm going to bring over my G. I'm going to put the E above it. So E. So instead of EG, I got GE. So key of G has only an F sharp. So this E is in the key, so it's a major sixth. This is D to G sharp. In the key of D, there's only Father Christmas. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's a perfect interval. It would be perfect if that was in the key. If it was a G natural, it would be in the key of D. But it's not. It's been raised a half step, so it's an augmented fourth. Now I'm going to bring the G sharp over and put the D up the octave. So now I have a G sharp to a D. Now I don't know, there's no key of G. Oh, wait a minute, hold on a second. Yeah, there's no key of G sharp. So we're just going to go, I'm going to use this to get this. So a fourth becomes a fifth, and an augmented becomes a diminished. Okay, this is an E to an F sharp. So it's the second. And E, key of E has a F sharp, has 4 sharps. Father Christmas gave Dad. F is the first sharp, so that's in the key. So it's a major second. And if I take that and I put that F on the bottom, F sharp, right? The key of F sharp has an E sharp because it has 6 sharps. Father Christmas gave Dad, and electric. Electric should be, the E should be sharped, but it isn't, so it's lowered, so it's a minor seventh. Okay, this is E to F. In the key of E, there's 4 sharps, and F is one of them, and it is not sharped, so it's a minor second. bring my F over and put my E up on top now. So I go by the F and I count, and that's a seventh. So in the key of D, no, key of F, the E is natural. So that's in the key, and so therefore major seventh. This is a G to a G flat. So that's an octave, same name, right? But it's diminished. Diminished octave. So I bring this over like this. It's going to be from that low note to that note right there, it's going to be an augmented prime or augmented 1. This is a perfect prime, same exact note. Now I'm going to take and put this D up the octave, or wait a minute, no, it's an F because I'm bass clef. Put the F up the octave. So now I have a perfect octave. Perfect, stay perfect. Okay, name the relative major indicating key signatures. Okay, then you get out your chart, this chart right here, okay? So you want to name the relative major and indicate the key signature. So you put the key signature in. So E flat minor. E flat minor has 6 flats. Okay, so blanket explodes and dad gets cold. So there's the key signature. Now I need to know what's the relative major, which would be G flat major. G flat major. Okay, G minor, 2 flats. Blanket explodes, and its relative major is B flat. Right, straight across. They share the same key signature, B flat. Okay, E minor, 1 sharp, and G is its relative. So 1 sharp is father. It's bass clef, so I put it on Great Big Dogs Fight, the F right here. So there's the key signature, and we know that G major is its relative. D sharp minor. D sharp minor has 6 sharps. So we got 6. Father, Christmas, gave, dad, and electric. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just check it, make sure I got 6. And then its relative major, it's across on the chart, is F sharp. If it was F, it would be 1 flat, but it's F sharp major. Almost done, guys. Okay, A minor, A sharp minor. A sharp minor is all 7 sharps. A sharp minor, and its relative major is C sharp major. So A sharp minor, its relative is C sharp major. And I need all my sharps. But now I'm back to treble clef. So father, Christmas, gave, dad, and electric, blanket. There's all 7 sharps. Okay, key of B flat minor. Get my chart out. B flat minor on the minor side. 5 flats. 5 flats. Blanket explodes and dad gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And its relative major is D flat. Make sure you don't put just D, because that key of D would be 2 sharps, okay? So you got to make sure that you have the, the right note. Okay, so A minor has no sharps or flats, and its key is nothing, and its relative major is C. So its relative major is C, and I don't have to put anything there because A minor is no sharps or flats. A flat minor, on the other hand, is all flats. Blanket, explodes, and dad gets cold feet. And its relative major is C flat major. All right, we're on to G sharp minor. G sharp, make sure you're up here with G sharp minor, 5 sharps. And it says B is its relative major, so 5 sharps. Father, Christmas, gave, dad, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm done. Okay, D minor. D minor, make sure you don't put D sharp minor. D minor has 1 flat, and its relative major is F. So just blank it. Okay, B minor. 2 sharps. Two sharps. So, Father, Christmas, and its relative major is D. D major. Okay, C sharp minor. Not C minor, C sharp minor, 4 sharps. So Father, Christmas, gave, dad, 1, 2, 3, 4, and its relative major is E. And the majors are all capitals, and the minors should be all small letters. Okay, that's it.